And we are live. Welcome back to Takes by Fans. We got a great show for you today. As always, we are live every single day at noon Eastern. If you want to watch live, head over to takesbyfans.com/watch. If you want to watch but not live, head over to our YouTube channel, Takes by Fans. We post all of our shows and clips of the show there on a daily basis. And if you just want to listen, we are on podcasting apps, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Facebook Podcasts, wherever you want to watch or listen. We've got you covered multiple ways. Alrighty, folks, today's a big All Sunday. We are officially 59 minutes out from the kickoff of the Sunday slate of Week 10, folks. So this is our pregame show. We're going to be talking ins and outs, last second best bets. We've got to change one of our picks. Folks, because we had breaking news last night, and I'm not rocking with this pick no more because this man is out, and there is no way I am rocking with that backup. No, thank you. So we got to make a little bit of a pick switch here, and last second best bets and all that. But first, we got to get the NBA Daily 10 out of the way. So let's put 10 minutes on this clock here. Definitely going to stick very strictly to this because this is our NFL pregame show. So here we go. 10 minutes uninterrupted basketball talk starts right now. Here we go. Alrighty. Kind of a little bit of a wild day in the NBA. Some teams that shouldn't have won kind of won, like we've been seeing in the NFL for the last 2 weeks. Teams getting it done. But let's start here with the Heat and the Jazz. Heat get back on track, winning 111-105 over the Jazz. Fantastic. Tyler Hero still in the starting lineup without Jimmy Butler, so Tyler Hero plays the 2. Duncan Robinson slides over to the 3, and that's what they're doing without Jimmy Butler in the starting lineup. So Tyler Hero led the team in scoring again. He leads the team in scoring off the bench. He leads the team in scoring in the starting lineup. Tyler Hero, baby, officially certified as good again. Love it. 27 points, 8 rebounds, 1 of 7 from 3, and he still was a +8 on the floor and still got 27 points even though he wasn't hitting the threes. Fantastic. Kyle Lowry, 21 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Bam Adebayo, 13 points, 7 assists, 7 rebounds. We had PJ Tucker, 13 points, 11 rebounds. PJ Tucker, man. I love this Heat team so gosh dang much, folks. Can't wait till Jimmy Butler gets back. Duncan Robinson, 22 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds, 6 of 11 from 3. Duncan Robinson playing the 3 position, really solid out here. And then nothing really great off the bench because, Tyler Hero moves into the starting lineup, but they didn't need anybody off the bench. Heat get it done. Now the Jazz, another loss here. Mike Conley, 6 points on 28% shooting. He had 8 assists, solid. Donovan Mitchell, 22 points, 4 assists, 6 rebounds. He shot 3 of 10 from 3. Rudy Gobert down low, 14 points, 13 rebounds. Royce O'Neal, 7 points, and then Bojan Bogdanovic, 26 points, led the team in scoring, 6 rebounds as well. They also got a really great bench contribution from, anybody want to take a little guess? Of course, it's Jordan Clarkson, 25 points on 17 shots. Hassan Whiteside only playing 12 minutes, 0 points and 5 rebounds on 1 shot. Unfortunately, just come up a little bit short here, and the Heat get it done on the road, 111-105. All right, next game up here, and this is a team that actually got a win here. Whoa, 76ers and the Pacers get the win. What? Pacers win 118-113 over to the 76ers. Still no Joel Embiid here for the 76ers, so Andre Drummond still filling in here. But let's start with the Pacers since they got the win. Sabonis, 18 points, 12 rebounds. And remember, the last time we saw this Pacers team win, Sabonis wasn't really getting it done. He's not the leading scorer, so that's how this Pacers team needs to win. Other players getting it done. Justin Holiday off the bench led the team in scoring, 27 points. We had Miles Turner with 20 points. Malcolm Brogdon, 13 points, 10 assists, 10 rebounds. That is a triple-double, folks. And then Karis LeVert with 12 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. Sabonis with only 18 points and 12 rebounds. And then another great contribution off the bench here by Keelan Martin, 13 points and 4 rebounds. Well done. Pacers, are they starting to get back on track, folks? What do they got, 6 wins now, 6-8? All right, trying to kind of make their way back into kind of the healthy mix of, getting into the playoffs and not being in kind of that play-in tournament. The play-in tournament is still here, folks, so top 6 seeds guaranteed. 7, 8, 9, 10 all have that play-in tournament that we saw last season that we kind of do like a little bit. So the Pacers trying to get back into the kind of mix of getting into the playoffs. We'll take it. We'll take it. And then for the 76ers team, so no Joel Embiid still, but Andre Drummond had a solid performance, 11.16 rebounds. He was a plus 11 on the floor. Give that man credit. Seth Curry playing the 1, Tyrese Maxey playing the 2. I don't think I like the switch here, but let's see how it went. Seth Curry at the 1, 11 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. He didn't shoot well, 30% on 10 shots. And then Tyrese Maxey, 24 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds. Great night, 3 of 4 from the 3, 66% shooting on 15 shots. We know Tyrese Maxey can score, facilitate, whatever he needs to do. And he had a really great game last night. So impressed with Tyrese Maxey, folks. These young players out here getting it done this season, early on at least, and I'm absolutely all here for it. Tobias Harris still in the starting lineup. Love seeing him back still. 32 points, led the team in scoring, 11 rebounds as well. And then Danny Green, 14 points, 4 rebounds. Hey, I'll take that. A 10-plus point performance by Danny Green without a major player. I'll take that all day. Unfortunately, they didn't get the best bench production out here. Shake Milton, 7 points on 8 shots. Georges Niang, 6 points on 7 shots. Furkan Korkmaz, 8 points on 8 shots. So overall, okay, but they needed a little bit more. And once again, some players having to get into that starting lineup like Andre Drummond, not able to be available off the bench because Joel Embiid is not there. So Pacers get a win here. I think this is like 2 in a row for this Pacers team. So we'll see if they can keep it going here, and if they're going to be a real deal team, or if they're going to be the Pacers like we always know they are. Nothing good. All right, next game up here, Wizards at the Magic, and the Wizards get a win here, 104-92. This Wizards team kind of balling out, and I'm kind of here for it. Are we here for this? I think we're here for this, folks. Spencer Dinwiddie, 23 points, no Bradley Beal, and they still get the win. It's against the Magic, so it's nothing great, but it's still a win. We'll give them credit. So Spencer Dinwiddie fills in for Bradley Beal at the 2. Aaron Holiday slides over to the 1. So Spencer Dinwiddie, 23 points, 11 rebounds. Aaron Holiday, 11 points, 4 assists. Kyle Kuzma being the big cheese out there. Did he step it up? 17 points, 10 rebounds. I'll give him that third leading scorer. We had Montrezl Harrell coming off the bench with 20 points, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds. Oh my God, Montrezl Harrell. Woof. Is he in the running for 6th man of the year? I definitely would say so. The big man's getting it done. Potential 6th man of the year candidates, Montrezl Harrell, LaMarcus Aldridge. We are loving what we're getting from them real early on in this season. Kyle Kuzma, 17 points, 10 rebounds on 42% from the field, 3 of 10 from the 3, so not bad overall. Still a -2 on the floor, but overall not terrible. KCP, 10 points, 4 rebounds as well, and that was really it. Raul Neto off the bench, 9 points, and Denny Avdija, 8.6 rebounds. So well done for the Wizards of getting the win. And then for the Magic, Cole Anthony led the team in scoring, classic, led the team in assists, classic, and he shot not great, 25% on 16 shots. But he got to the line 12 times, sunk 11 of them for 22 points and 8 rebounds, or 8 assists and 4 rebounds. Anything else good here on this team? Mo Bamba, 14 points, 17 rebounds. We'll give him that. Wendell Carter, 17 points, 7 rebounds. We'll give him that. And then everybody else did not good. We will avoid calling it trash, but we all know it's trash. All right, next game up here. We got 4 more games to go in 3 minutes. Can we do it? Here we go. Grizzlies at the Pelicans, and the Pelicans finally get a win here, winning 112-101. Why? Why? Because Brandon Ingram was back, folks. Thank goodness. Valanciunas is like, thank goodness somebody else good is back on this team so we can finally start winning again. Valanciunas, 15 points, 9 rebounds, still holding it down like always. Brandon Ingram, first game back, 19 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, a plus 10 on the floor, and he shot decent, 41% on 17 shots. It's not horrible. We'll give it to him. And then Nickeil Alexander-Walker, 21 points, led the team in scoring. We had Devontae Graham, 15 points, and great contribution from Herbert Jones off the bench with 17 points and 6 rebounds. They get the win. And then unfortunately for the Grizzlies, still struggling here early on, John Morant, 22 points, 10 assists, 9 rebounds, shot good, 47%. Desmond Bane, 14 points. Steven Adams, 15 points, 9 rebounds. Jaren Jackson Jr., 4 points on 8 shots. Yikes. And then Dylan Brooks led the team in scoring, 23 points. And even Kyle Anderson with 13 points off the bench, unable to get it done. They lose. Then we get the Pistons and the Raptors, and the Pistons win a game, 127-121 over the Raptors. Who got it done for the Pistons? Basically everybody in their starting lineup. Killian Hayes, 13 points, 10 assists. Cade Cunningham, 10 points, 4 assists. Isaiah Stewart at the 5, 20 points, 4 rebounds. Jeremy Grant, 24 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds. Sadiq Bey, 16 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Everybody in the starting lineup getting it done. And then great contribution from the bench. Josh Jackson, 15 points, points. And Frank Jackson, the Jackson brothers out here, 15 points, 14 points, getting it done. Very well done. Pistons get back to winning basketball. Now, big time unfortunate here for the Raptors. Losing this game, they really shouldn't have lost this game. Unfortunately, we just took them out of our power rankings when we updated those yesterday. We still want to see this team kind of get back in the power rankings. Unfortunately, come up a little bit short here, but the starters all really kind of got it done like the Pistons did. Unfortunately, just come up a little bit short. No Fred VanVleet, so Goran Dragic steps in at the 1 here. 16 points, 3 assists by him. Gary Trent Jr., 23 points. We had Pascal Siakam, 25 points, 12 rebounds. OG Anunoby, 17 points, and Scotty Barnes, 11 points and 6 rebounds. They only had one good bench contribution from Delano Banton with 12 points. So just unfortunately missing that second good bench score. That's why they lose. Then we get the Celtics at the Cavs, and the Cavs pull off the win here, 91-89. Garland hitting some clutch free throws to win the game. Once again, we just put this Cavs team in our top 10, and we are absolutely loving it. Darius Garland, 22 points, fantastic. Evan Mobley, 19 points, 9 rebounds. Jared Allen, 11 points, 8 rebounds. And then off the bench here, Ricky Rubio with 16 points, and C.D. Osman hitting some big shots as well, 9 points off the bench. And unfortunately, the Celtics lose, still having Schroeder and Marcus Smart here. Schroeder moves to the 1, Marcus Smart at the 2. Marcus Smart did nothing all game besides being the good defender. He had 8 assists and 5 steals. We'll give him that, but 2 points on 5 shots, just not able to get it done. And then here we go. That is our 10 minutes, so let's quickly wrap up this last game here. Timberwolves at the Clippers. Clippers get the win, 129-102. Fantastic win again by this Clippers team. Loving everything about it. Paul George, 23 points. We had Reggie Jackson, 21 points. We had Terrence Mann off the bench, 16 points. We had Eric Bledsoe, 14 points. We had Zubac, 10 points, 12 rebounds, all getting it done. And Isaiah Hartenstein, 12 points off the bench. And Luke Kennard off the bench, 9 points. And Jay Scrubb off the bench, 9 points. I mean, Clippers are getting it done. And the Timberwolves, unfortunately, losing again here, still having their big 3. Unfortunately, Karl Anthony Towns kind of floundered in this game. 8 points, 8 rebounds on 27% shooting, minus 11 on the floor. No, thank you. D'Angelo Russell, 15 points, 8 assists, and Anthony Edwards, 21 points, 9 rebounds, not able to get it done. Everybody else flounders on this Timberwolves team like we know they do. So, very well done for the Clippers. They get the win. Alrighty, that is our NBA Daily 10, folks. We'll be back tomorrow seeing what happens today in the NBA. We got any good action in the NBA? I know it's Sunday, so it's all football today, but anything good here? Spurs at Lakers, Bucks at Hawks, Warriors at Hornets, Suns at Rockets, Nets at Thunder, Blazers at Nuggets. Ooh, Bulls at Clippers at 9:30. Ooh, that's going to be a great one to watch. Maybe if you got League Pass, you know, the NFL Monday night game, it's going to be a little bit over. It's going to be over before the Bulls and Clippers, so maybe you can catch the last quarter of Bulls at Clippers, and it's probably going to be a close game, so it's going to be good to watch in the fourth quarter. So there you go, folks. Football all day, and then maybe a little dessert with the NBA Bulls at Clippers. I can't wait. Oh, I'm watching that game all day. We're watching that game here. Alrighty, folks. Let's head over to the NFL, folks. Now that we are, what do we got? 47 minutes out from the start of week. Well, not even the start because we got Thursday, but y'all know the majority of week 10, really all of week 10 besides one game kicks off today, or besides 2 games Monday night. Jeez Louise. Any way you want to phrase it, I don't care, folks. Phrase it however you want to phrase it. But here we go. We've got a lot of things to talk about here before the NFL kicks off. So let's start with some players in and out today. Who are we expecting to see and not to see? So players out today, Nick Chubb. So this is gonna be a little tough for this Browns team. Running the ball wise here, what do we got as kind of their third string? Because obviously no Kareem Hunt still and no Nick Chubb. So what is Baker doing with running back number 3, which I believe is really good. I'm blanking on the name. Is it Demetric Felton, who's also out as well? Let me quickly get this Browns depth chart up here, and this is going to be a tough game for this Browns team not having their great running backs, because that's a huge reason why this Browns team is good. Dearness Johnson, that's it. Demetric Felton is also on the Browns, but it's Dearness Johnson. Remember when Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt were out like 2-3 weeks ago, Dearness Johnson came onto the scene and absolutely got it done. He rushed, I think, close for 100 yards. Let me get my facts straight here. Let me go to these game logs here this season. Give me the game logs. Game log right here. Here we go. What did he do? 146 yards against Denver 3 weeks ago, folks. So Dearness Johnson can still get it done here. So this Browns team should still be good to go here. Let's see if the line has dropped any, because Nick Chubb really wasn't announced out until kind of maybe 2 days ago, yesterday. So let's see what this Browns-Patriots line, and it came down half a point. Now it's only Browns +2. So they kind of weigh Nick Chubb as a half a point. And yeah, that's definitely understandable. Lines really don't move that much with one player. Usually kind of good players, half a point, starting quarterbacks a full point. We've got a huge 2-point mover with an out that we're going to talk about, one of our picks as well. We're going to get to that in a second here. But Browns +2, I think it's still solid value. We're going to stay away from it because we just want to watch this game, because we do think this is going to be the best game of the week. Definitely the best game of the 1 o'clock window. Definitely top 3 games of all week, I would definitely say. So Baker Mayfield's going to have to do a little bit more out there, but we believe in Baker Mayfield 100%. We are not the national media, folks. I know the national media is 100% off of Baker Mayfield. You don't find that over here at us. We watch this man almost every single week, and he gets it done, and we love what we see from him. He gets it done. We don't see him as like a Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, A1, Tier 1 quarterback, and we know what he brings to the table. We know what he can do with this team, and he can get it done, and this is going to be a tough defense to get it done with, or get it done against, but we believe in Kevin Stefanski to scheme the way in Baker Mayfield. Didn't throw the ball that much last week, so if he slings it here, 30 plus times, he's going to be kind of fresh to do so, cleared for takeoff. I'll give him it. So no Nick Chubb, no Demetric Felton, and we're going to be still rocking with Dearness Johnson, which we know we have big time believability in. Alrighty, who else is out this week? We get Damien Harris, another running back in this Browns-Patriots game. But, okay, no Damien Harris, but what does that mean? We get to see more of that we just saw. We just shouted him out this week on our Wednesday film study show. Our man, Ramondre Stevenson. Yes, sir. Expect him to get the bulk of the load here for this Patriots offense. And this is going to be great to see. We know he's got the speed, he's got the strength, and he's a really good running back. He just cannot fumble. He cannot fumble. Remember, he fumbled like game 1 or game 2, and that's the reason why he hasn't been getting big time play numbers here, because Bill Belichick has no time for fumbling here. So they've been rocking with Damien Harris, but Damien Harris is out. So bango, Ramondre Stevenson is back, folks. And we just had a really good performance by him last week as well. So he's ready to go. He's not ice cold. He's warmed up and ready to run here at home. Can't wait. Cannot wait for this Browns Patriots game. This better be on national television in my area. What are our national games in our area gonna be? Or do I have to kind of find another source to kind of watch this game? Because I really need to see this Browns at New England game unfocused, unfiltered. This needs to be the main game on my main screen for the 1 o'clock window. But unfortunately, we got Falcons, Cowboys, and we got Bills, Jets here. So I'm gonna have to kind of play with some internet things so I can watch this Browns Patriots game. I cannot wait for this one. I can't wait. All right, what else do we got here? Alvin Kamara is officially out for the Saints, and you know what the big disrespect is, folks? Once again, this could have been Vegas's time to start respecting the Titans this week by making the Titans -10, -14, -20 at home, but they made them -2.5, and then Alvin Kamara is out, and now the line is only Titans -3. It didn't balloon up. They could have kind of gotten it right here, even though they didn't get it right initially. You had the chance to kind of look at your mistake and be like, okay, now that Alvin Kamara's out, we could see this Titans team by being -7, -10, but they don't do that, folks. Once again, high-profile players still only kind of half a point, 1 full point movers according to a line. So still great value here. Titans -3, and once again, still at +100, folks. Absolutely big-time disrespect here, folks. Eat up to Titans -3. We've officially endorsed it all the way up to Titans -6.5, and we stand by that still. Stand by that still big time. So Can't wait for the Titans to win. We have our private jet taking off for Vegas, leaving at 2:45 p.m. I don't even need to wait until this game is over. We know we're going to cash in. We've bet our entire house here. Every single money and asset that we have is in this Titans -3 game, and it's already at Vegas, and I will be going down there to collect before the game is over, folks. And once again, I want to be treated. They better have my banner up. They better have, champagne. They better have, 4 escorts guarded with some heavy kind of machinery on them. Titans -3, the bet of the century. Officially declared the bet of the century. Are y'all listening? Do you know how long a century is, folks? Do you know how many games have taken place in the last century? And this game right here, the sheer disrespect of Titans -3 at plus 100 value. Are y'all ready? You want to hear these lines, folks? Because remember, on a line, it's usually -110 each way. That's why there's a line to make the game fair, so you can still get some good value without betting it straight up. Let's go through all the games here to see which spread line is not at -110 like this Titans game is. Here we go. Bills at Jets. Bills -13, -110. Jets +13, -110. Bucks, Washington. Bucks -9.5, -115. Washington +9.5, -105. This is what it should be. Titans -3 should be -105. Saints +3 should be -115. It should be just like that. Don't disrespect them on top of the disrespect by making the value +100. I mean, I'll take it for the odds here, but I'm just talking about straight up respect and disrespect, and this is straight up disrespect. We've been cashing out on the disrespect the last 4 weeks, and like we said, we've got the private jet fueling up. It's been fueling up for the last 30 minutes here, and it takes off at 2:45. So if you are tailing our bet, you can come on our private jet with us. I will send you all the information. You can come and ride in our private jet, and we will all go down and rob Vegas together. I've got no problem with that. Here we go. Falcons, Cowboys. Falcons +7.5, -110. Cowboys -110 as well. Saints, Titans. Saints -120 on the spread line. Titans +100. Jags, Colts, both on the -110. Steelers, Lions, -115, -105. Browns, Patriots, both at -110. Vikings, Chargers, both at -110. Panthers, Cardinals, both at -110. Eagles, Broncos, both at -110. Seahawks, Green Bay, Seahawks -115. Green Bay Packers -105. Chiefs Raiders. Okay, we get Chiefs -120 and Raiders +100. So we only get 2 spreads out here for the entire week, and the Titans are one of them. Disrespect again. Absolutely disrespectful. We'll take that all day. What else do we got up here? Who's out? We got Teron Armstead out. Antonio Brown out. Rob Gronkowski out, so we'll see how that affects Tom Brady not having a lot of his weapons out here. And we knew Antonio Brown was out. Remember, we said Antonio Brown was out, and then we looked, and then it didn't say anything, and now he's out again. So we still did we take the Bucs here this week? No, we did not. Okay. Curtis Samuel out, gonna hurt the Panthers a little bit. Montrezl Sweat out. Tyron Smith out. Chase Claypool out. Jamal Williams out. Chris Carson out, and Chase Edmonds is out as well. Alrighty, who is in then? I mean, we just named all those outs. Is anybody playing this week? Well, we get Russell Wilson. He's good to go. Aaron Rodgers is good to go. The Bills getting Dawson Knox back. Absolutely big for them. They struggle scoring in the red zone. Dawson Knox is really kind of their main red zone target here. Getting him back, especially what happened last week. The Bills really should be rolling offensively this week. We'll see if they do. Zach Moss is good to go as well. We get Michael Gallup good to go. Eric Ebron good to go. Trent Brown, Keenan Allen, and Christian McCaffrey all good to go for their respective teams. All right, did we miss anybody else here on an overlapping list? Let's see this guy's list. Here we go. James Robinson is in, and that's going to be big time for the Jaguars. They've missed him a couple of weeks. They haven't really needed him. Last week, they won without him. Let's see if they can win back with him in the starting lineup. Chris Godwin in, Michael Gallup in, Ramondre Stevenson is in. He was a little questionable alongside Damien Harris to play, both having concussions, but Ramondre Stevenson is good to go. Please make the most of it, Ramondre Stevenson. We hope you have like 100-yard rushings. Once again, no fumbles, and we really can see you being a starting running back in this league, and we'll see if the Patriots decide to rock with you when Damien Harris comes back 100% healthy, or if we do a little bit running back by committee-wise. I'll take that Damien Harris, Ramondre Stevenson. Give me that running back by committee any day of the week. Absolutely. Ramondre Stevenson. Gotta watch. Folks, don't watch Red Zone. Don't watch anything. Focus on Browns, Patriots, and watch this man run it all day long. Ooh, I can't wait to see this man. We get Trent Brown in. We get Taylor Decker and Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah back, ready to rock here for the Browns. And then Dwayne Haskins is also good to go. And why is that big time news? Because Ben Roethlisberger is out this week. When did this break? Yesterday at 7:54 p.m. And we are no longer taking our Steelers -8. This was one of our 99% guarantee picks, and we are no longer going with this pick. I am not trusting Mason Rudolph. Are you out of your gourd here, folks? Mason Rudolph is absolutely very, very trash. I would say Mason Rudolph is the worst quarterback in the entire NFL. I'll take any other quarterback over Mason Rudolph. Give me Sam Darnold. And y'all know, we know that man is an absolute scrub in the NFL, folks. No disrespect, but he's trash. So I would rather take any other quarterback in the NFL. Give me Zach Wilson. Give me Sam Darnold. Give me Matt Ryan. Give me anybody besides Mason Rudolph. Give me even Dwayne Haskins. I don't know why Dwayne Haskins is not starting here. Mason Rudolph gives you nothing good, folks, and I refuse to believe in him, and we officially have to rescind our Steelers -8 bet. And remember, we've been telling you the last kind of week or two, seeing all these kind of high profile names not going last week and this week, and seeing the spread drop a point, half a point, a la Alvin Kamara this week, and the line only moves a half a point. Big Ben being out moved 2 full points, folks, from Steelers -8 to Steelers -6. That tells you all you need to know about this game. Stay away from it. Do not bet the Steelers -8. If you've already locked it in, that's so unfortunate. We've already locked it in our 99% guarantees. It's unfortunate. We hope it goes. I'm not believing in it anymore, but we have to choose a new official pick here because this is officially off of our list here. We are not believing in Mason Rudolph. The Mason Rudolph that had like 8 games to his name. What was it, 2 years ago when Ben Roethlisberger was out that season? Let's get his career starts up and what he did. And we watched him in these preseason games as well to see, once again, this is kind of Big Ben's last year, so we're all kind of looking for who's going to be the next Steelers quarterback. So we were kind of heavily invested watching these preseason games for the Steelers. And once again, Mason Rudolph did absolutely nothing in those preseason games. Zero viability, negative believability. I have negative believability in Mason Rudolph, and obviously, if there's no betability, there's no believability. There is no betability, no way, no how. No way you should ever bet Mason Rudolph with the Steelers team. Absolutely no way. So here we go. Let's go to 2019. Here we go. Started a couple games. Did he get any wins? Game 1, loss. Game 2, loss. Game 3, win. What do you do this game? 85% completion percentage, 2 touchdowns, no picks against the Bengals. But that was when the Bengals were bad. They were still bad in 2019. They just got good last season. A little bit, not really good this year. They lose to the Baltimore Ravens. They beat the Dolphins. He had 55% completion percentage of that game. They beat the Colts. He had 74% completion that game. I'll give him that. But, we get 191 191 yards on 35 attempts and 26 completions. I mean, that's all dink and dunk. It's not like he's actively winning this game. He still had a pick as well. Against the Rams, 57% completion percentage, 242 yards on 22 completions. I'll give him that, but the completion percentage, no way. They get the win, 17-12. Then they lose against the Browns, 55% completion percentage, 4 interceptions. They they beat Cincinnati, but on 16 passes and 1 interception and 50% completion percentage. No, thank you. And then here, his last start here of 2019, 70% completion percentage, but 129 yards on 14 completions. I mean, they're not relying on this dude to do anything. There is no believability in Mason Rudolph, so we officially have to find a new bet here. So what is there any other good value we can substitute this Steelers -8 pick, because we have no confidence in this? So what do we get here? Bills, Jets, now at Bills -13 still. We don't want to take that. That's still a little bit too much for us to swallow, given what this Bills team has really done this entire year. We're not ready to swallow that many points with this team yet. Bucks, Washington, Bucks -9.5. This little rematch of the playoffs from last year, where the Washington football team lost by 1 possession with the last chance in their hand. They had the ball in their hand, the last chance of the game. I'm not ready to take the Bucks -9.5. This could be some kind of revenge game for Washington, where they step up. Once again, no Gronk, no AB. It's not going to hurt to Brady that much. Gronk hasn't really played, and AB, he's a luxury piece for this Bucks team. Just don't want to swallow 9.5 here with them on the road, given the kind of circumstances surrounding this game. We've already got Falcons, Cowboys on our list, and this, no, we don't. We did not. I keep confusing taking the Cowboys with the Colts, because they both start with C. C-O, Cowboys, Colts. But Falcons, Cowboys -7.5. This is going to be the bet that we replace Steelers -8 with. It's kind of the same value. Steelers -8, Cowboys -7.5. Both home teams going against lackluster opponents. Steelers with the Lions, Cowboys with the Falcons. We are not buying that this Falcons team is good, given what they did last week. We know they are up and down every single week. Cowboys looking to erase that awful, atrocious performance that they had. But the only reason why they had that performance was because Dak was missing all the throws, and Dak doesn't do that. That was a huge outlier game from Dak Prescott. And why was that an outlier game? Oh yeah, he missed a game. He missed a week. So, all that kind of muscle memory, getting in the groove of kind of doing everything the same week in and week out, he got thrown off. So he's back at home this week against his Falcons defense that can't stop a nosebleed. We are officially replacing Steelers -8 with Cowboys -7.5. That is our new official 99% guaranteed picks, Cowboys -7.5 instead of Steelers -8. All right, so we have that taken care of here in the business that we needed to take care of, because I am not heading in to a Sunday slate with Steelers -8 on my picks, folks. I will not have that on me on my show. No way. I got to get that out of here. I'm not trusting Mason Rudolph, folks. Have you been listening for the last 10 minutes? We've been ranting about Mason garbage Rudolph. Trash. The Steelers probably lose. Lions get their first win of the season. Alrighty, what else do we have to talk about today? We get Cardinals, still no Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins. It's kind of looking like that. Rondale Moore is good to go, but Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins, once again, probably going to miss this week. I don't know if it's officially official yet, but it's like 99%. Let's quickly see. We got any breaking news as we've been live for the last 33 minutes out here? What do we got? Chandler Jones will be fined today as he plans to wear cleats honoring the late Pat Tillman. Who cares? Do what you want. Pay the fine. I'll pay the fine. Send the fine to me. I'll pay it for everybody in the NFL. Do your own thing. We got anything else here? Okay, so Kyler Murray news has not officially broken that he's out, but it's looking really like he's not. Is he in a 4 o'clock window? Yeah, he's at 4:05 window, so we probably won't know for another hour and a half, 2 hours. But do not expect Kyler Murray to play this week. Alrighty, what is this? Has this line dropped according to that news? Let's quickly see what this line has kind of been started at, what it dropped to. Is this Cardinals -8 already factoring in Kyler Murray playing or not? Let's see if this line has dropped in the last day or two. Here we go. What did this line open up at? It opened up at Cardinals -10.5, and now it is at Cardinals -8.5. So yes, this is already factoring in Kyler Murray not playing. So it's basically officially official, unofficially official, if you will. But yeah, Cardinals -8.5. It's probably good, especially against this Panthers team. Obviously no Sam Darnold. Cam Newton may play. We're gonna get to this story in a second here, but Cardinals -8.5. Colt McCoy looked really good, but it was really the defense that really helped him out, got him a nice comfortable lead and good field position to start in, and he took advantage. Great game-managing game by Colt McCoy, and we'll see if he can do it 2 weeks in a row. Once again, these kind of first games for these backup quarterbacks, they come out and win these games, folks. What happens second game, third game, when they need to be relied upon a little bit more and a little bit of film on them to see what they do good and what they don't do, how you pressure it. We'll see if he's able to kind of get 2 in a row here, but they're at home against the Panthers. Panthers defense is still good, though. We'll see if they're able to kind of make it tough for Colt McCoy to operate this week. Alrighty, what else do we get here? OBJ, let's talk about this dude. He may play this week. He may play Monday night. Rams have discussed using OBJ as an occasional punt returner Monday night as part of a package of plays designed for a standout wide receiver. So getting him a little acclimated here with the Rams, getting him a little bit of taste so he can finally fully go next week out here. Once again, he just got signed, what was it, Wednesday, Thursday, one of those 2 days. So don't expect him to kind of come in and be, number one wide receiver this week, probably next week. And Robert Woods is also, I believe, out for the season. I think he tore his ACL during practice. So now OBJ is definitely clear-cut wide receiver number 2 here for this Rams team. And we'll see if Matthew Stafford is going to give him the ball right from the get-go, or if it takes a couple of weeks, takes a couple of games to get him acclimated. But don't expect big things from OBJ this week. And as we're talking about OBJ, he had an official letter to Cleveland Nation. So let's read this letter right here and see what he's saying. I don't think we can believe anything in this letter because we know what he did outside of this letter, getting his dad, getting LeBron to kind of slander Baker and the entire Browns organization on Twitter, on social media. But let's see what he says right here and see if we believe it. Is there any, we talk about believability, viability in the NFL. Is there any believability in OBJ's letter to Believeland? Let's read and find out. So here we go. Believeland. Right at big caps at the top of the letter. So many emotions running through me as I move on to the next chapter of my journey. So many emotions like excitedness and eagerness and championship aspirations. None of those emotions that I had with the Browns because we weren't winning games and y'all weren't getting me the ball. I want to thank the city of Cleveland for welcoming me with open arms. My goal was always to help bring a championship to the city of Cleveland from the first day I became a member of the Cleveland Browns. Now that is kind of truthful. Right from the get-go, OBJ to the Browns, it seemed like it was clicking, and then it kind of fell off as he got injured and wasn't available, all that. But I do kind of believe in that. He was really kind of coming here and not making a big deal and ready to rock right from day one. Unfortunately, it didn't pan like that as kind of everything unraveled there. Through all the ups and downs, injuries and rehabs, the injuries, I am forever grateful to have played in front of some of the greatest fans ever. Dog Pound, I love you for embracing me and showing me so much love. Shouting out the fans, hey, they're gonna eat that up. They see Dog Pound in the letter, they're like, oh yeah, I was in that Dog Pound that game, week 6 last season. I was in that Dog Pound. He talking to me out here. Fantastic. Mr. and Mrs. Haslam, I thank you for giving me an opportunity to become a member of your great organization. To the entire Browns front office, support staff, and organization, thank you for everything that you have done for my family and I. I appreciate you more than you ever will know. Love to all my coaches and teammates. It was an honor and a privilege to have taken the field with you and to call you all my family. Was it? I think that was the biggest reason why he left. The teammates, the Baker, the little bit of the coach, Kevin Stefanski, not scheming him, not making him the A1 tier 1 centerpiece of this offense. He says loved all of them. Alrighty. and a privilege to have taken the field with you and to call you my family. Y'all boys are for lifers with me. Mean that from my soul, my brother Juice, and he kind of shouts out Jarvis Landry. He's not shouting out anybody else. And we know OBJ and Jarvis Landry go back to LSU days together. We have been blessed to have played together at the highest levels. Thank you for always pushing me to be the best man and player that I can be. You are truly a gift from God. I know God's plan never fails. With love and gratitude. So, one little line about coaching staff and teammates, not really thanking Baker, and we know that's really why he is out of Cleveland, unfortunately. And I don't really know that OBJ likes playing with Jarvis Landry. Remember when they brought Jarvis Landry to the Browns with OBJ? OBJ never was really excited. He kind of faked excited. I don't think he likes playing with him because he knows Jarvis Landry maybe a little bit more consistent than OBJ. I don't think he likes playing with him, but that's just my take. So that's OBJ's words to Cleveland, Dog Pound Nation. And, just kind of classic boilerplate, but, he kind of got no blood on his hands here. He officially didn't make the big stink. Yeah, his dad did. But he can also use kind of, plausible deniability. No, I never told him to do that. No. He's just looking out for his son. What any great father would do. Oh, and LeBron. I mean, he's from Cleveland. He knows Cleveland. He wants to see Cleveland be good. He was seeing Cleveland not be good, and I was here. And that wasn't my fault. That was him. He did that. So he got out of Cleveland blood-free. Sent out this nice letter that I think a lot of people are going to eat up. And, now he's on a championship caliber team with the Rams. So everything is coming up OBJ here, folks. And he got away scot-free. So, alrighty, we're not going to blame him. Hey, he didn't get any blood. Whenever you can do anything that betters yourself without getting blood on your hand, that's a little bit of an applaud-worthy thing, I would say. So that's his letter, folks. His official words. Goodbye to Cleveland. Alrighty, what else do we got here? We got about 10 more minutes here to wrap it all up here. Anything else to really go over here? Saints plan on, quote, number of packages for Taysom Hill versus the Titans. Ooh, interesting. They're going to bring in Taysom Hill now here. Obviously, we've seen Trevor Siemian these last 2 weeks, and we liked what we saw from Trevor Siemian last week, but we still don't like the Saints offense as a whole on what they're doing. So what are we going to see with Taysom Hill this week? Let's quickly find out here. Let's go through this very, very quickly. Here we go. As the New Orleans Saints march on minus Jameis Winston, Trevor Siemian will get his second start in a row on Sunday against the Tennessee Titans. However, while head coach Sean Payton announced Siemian would remain the starter on Friday, he also let it be known that Taysom Hill is likely to get chances to do what Taysom Hill does. Quote here by Sean Payton, quote, yeah, that's the plan. We do have a number of packages we'll use from Taysom. And where do we usually see Taysom Hill? In the red zone. So Trevor Siemian between the 20s and the 20s, and then using Taysom Hill's dual threat ability in the red zone. So expect some Taysom Hill out there, and we'll see if that gives the Titans any kind of any hardships. I don't think it will, but we'll see if it does. So expect to see a little bit more of Taysom Hill than what we've seen, even though Trevor Siemian has really been getting it done last week. So a little interesting that now they bring out Taysom Hill. Okay. All right, and then really bad here, and I think this was just officially official here, but Ryan Fitzpatrick is not expected to return this season. Truly unfortunate. I really do think if Ryan Fitzpatrick was a starter for this Washington team, they'd be a little bit better than what their record is at the current moment. We know that Ryan Fitzpatrick really can keep you in the game, and he's always really kind of, in the game at the last possession and can drive you on those game-winning drives. We've seen that. Ryan Fitzmagic, this is why he still has a job as a backup quarterback, because he can win you some games here. And Taylor Heineke's been a little bit lackluster overall this season, so it's truly unfortunate here. They're 2-6, probably not winning this division with the Cowboys at 6-2. Maybe can fight for a little bit of a playoff spot, but it's really tough here. I mean, this entire NFC South is kind of right in the mix of, playoff, wild card playoff wild card standings. Tampa Bay 6-2, Saints 5-3, Falcons 4-4, Panthers 4-5. So they're all really, taking all those spots there in the NFC South. So we'll see if Washington can really turn it around this week with Taylor Heineke, and if Taylor Heineke can continue to grow and get better. But truly unfortunate for Ryan Fitzpatrick. This was kind of potentially his last season. Starter from start to finish. Unfortunately injured. What was it? Game 1, Game 2. So I do feel bad for Ryan Fitzpatrick. I didn't really want to see him be the starter in the offseason. And then what we're seeing from Taylor Heineke, unfortunately, should have been Ryan Fitzpatrick. I do think they did get the starting quarterback right. We were wrong. Ron Rivera and company was right here. But unfortunately, we didn't get to see it play out. So truly unfortunate with Ryan Fitzpatrick here. But he is it's basically official, 99% I would say, that Ryan Fitzpatrick will not play this season, and we'll see if this kind of forces him into retirement, the rehab, coming back, a hip injury. So truly unfortunate by Ryan Fitzpatrick. Truly feel for the man, and I would kind of like to see him get one last ride. I don't want him to see him go out like this. I wanted to see this be his last ride here in Washington. We didn't get that. So truly unfortunate. Big respect to Ryan Fitzpatrick. Unfortunately, his potential career is over. All right, more quarterback news here. Carolina Panthers are operating as if Sam Darnold will be out for the season while giving Cam Newton a chance to win the 2022 starting job. If Sam Darnold loses the job to Cam Newton, he must be exiled from the league. It's no disrespect to Cam Newton. He did his thing. He had his time. It's hard to be consistent for more than one season at a high caliber position like the quarterback position. Cam Newton had his success. He got to the Super Bowl. He won MVP. That's like 99% better than what the average NFL player does in the NFL. So Cam Newton had a great career, folks. It's not the best quarterback of all time, no, but nobody really thinks of it like that anyway. It's not the worst quarterback of all time. Obviously, there's Sam Darnold that's kind of taking that award a little bit. So Cam Newton had his time. It was an applaudable career, possibly Hall of Fame worthy, possibly. I think you can make an argument for it, but I don't see him working out here in Carolina. Obviously, Sam Darnold has not worked here out in Carolina, so they got to blow it all up, and next season we'll have Matt Rule having 3 quarterbacks, all garbage, and not able to coach them up better than what they are. So Matt Rule's not a good coach. They're looking to shift to another quarterback already, even though they brought in Sam Darnold because he really thought, you don't bring in Sam Darnold, you don't kick Teddy Bridgewater to the curb and bring in Sam Darnold if you don't have huge believability and see big things out of Sam Darnold. There's no reason why you make that trade unless you think he's good. And Matt Rule made the trade, so we have to assume Matt Rule thought Sam Darnold was good, and here we are, Sam Darnold not being good, and Matt Rule doesn't know football and doesn't know how to scout quarterbacks. And now he's believing in Cam Newton because Cam Newton said he's in the best shape of his career, so you can actively lie right to Matt Rule's face and he will believe whatever you give him. Didn't they pay him $10 million? I think they paid Cam Newton $10 million. What? What are we doing? What are you doing, Matt Rule? Ruining the Panthers team, ruining Christian McCaffrey, and this Panthers team is absolutely trash. So Sam Darnold, he's going to be out. He's going to be looking for a new team. And only throwing above 60% completion percentage once in your career, good luck finding a job. Nobody's going to take a third chance on you. All right, Cam Newton is expected to be active today, may not play, but in the same sense that Taysom Hill may play, specific packages, same thing with OBJ and punt return, so maybe some plays here or there to get him acclimated, but I don't really see Cam Newton starting the entire game. So he may be out there a little bit, maybe in the red zone, but overall, he's not going to really be the main quarterback. And then here we go, folks. We know winter is here because it is snowing in Lambeau. The first snow game of the season. Good luck, Russell Wilson. Also, good luck, Aaron Rodgers. Imagine not playing for an entire week. And then, hang on, what's up with this field? What is up with this? This looks like an optical illusion, no? Do they got like a cover on the field? They must have oh yeah, so I was about to say, it looks inflated, like the field looks inflated. But it seems like they got a tarp over the field and maybe like a heat gun pumping heat into it so the field stays defrosted. That might be what that is. Okay. But yeah, it's snowing in Green Bay. It's going to be absolutely cold. Aaron Rodgers already cold because he didn't play last week. Russell Wilson already cold because he hasn't played for the last 4 weeks. And now it's cold because it's cold out there. So I expect a lot of coldness out here. And maybe, let's see what the spread is here. Do we get any great value with the points now that it's going to be a cold game? Probably not the highest offensive scoring game here. So let's refresh what this line is as of right now. And it's only Seahawks +3, so we're not getting any kind of 7-point spread here. If the Seahawks were getting like 7 to 10 points, I would definitely say to take that. I think that'd be good value because, once again, it's snowing in Lambeau. People are going to be tough, or people are going to be cold. It's going to be tough to hit people because you're going to be hurting yourself while hitting people because you are cold. So probably not the most highest offensively scoring game. Unfortunately, just a 3-point spread right here, so no great value either way. So we'll still stay away from Seahawks-Packers and see what these cold, frozen quarterbacks can do. And then what do we got here? Members of the NFL officiating department privately acknowledged that officials erred on at least 3 critical calls and non-calls that went against the Bears on Monday night. So definitely officials need to be held accountable. You know, the NFL kind of publicly backed the ref that threw the flag for the taunting from the Bears player that was absolutely not taunting in the hip check and all that. So the fact that these refs are privately agreeing, it's a really bad look. Let's quickly read right here. The NFL is standing behind Monday night's controversial taunting call against Bears linebacker Cassius Marsh, affirming it Friday with a fine. But privately, members of the NFL officiating department who reviewed the game acknowledged that referee Tony Correnti and his crew erred on at least 3 separate critical calls and non-calls that went against Chicago in that 29-27 loss, including a low block penalty on the Bears that nullified a Justin Fields touchdown pass, sources familiar with the league's thinking said. So once again, publicly saying everything was right, but then privately everyone's like, no, that was really not right. So you've got to admit when you're wrong. Once again, Aaron Rodgers, lied. You have to admit that that was wrong. You only can move forward and you can only enact change when you come out and publicly say, we got it wrong. Make the step forward. Admit your mistakes so we can move forward. Admit your mistakes so we can move forward. The NFL doubled down with a fine. They fined him. If you throw the flag, okay, it's a bad flag. We've all seen bad flags. It sucks. But to then double down and fine the man off of that penalty and be like, no, this was a really bad penalty. This was a really good penalty. That taunting was so bad that we have to fine you as well. So just get it right. Can we get it right? Stop. People get things wrong. Nobody's 100%, folks. Admit your mistakes. Let's move forward and let's get it right. So we're not talking about the same garbage nonsense next season like we probably will. I'm sure we're going to get a lot more garbage taunting calls this season, next season. We may not get a lot of garbage taunting calls this week because the NFL is like, hey, yeah, this one was a really bad one. Let's tone it down so kind of it all blows over. And then week 11, we're throwing taunting penalties left and right to get backtracked, to kind of make up for the fines that we missed issuing last week, this week for the taunts and all that. So just, can we get it right? Everybody swallow your pride. Who's got pride? Why are you pride? Swallow your pride. Who cares? Swallow your pride, get it right, admit you're wrong. Alrighty, I think we're good to go. We're 8 minutes out from kickoff, baby! So we got to get out of here. We got to post this everywhere. We got to get ready for our big old day here so we can report it back to you guys tomorrow, live, noon Eastern, here on the show. Alrighty, so we got no more breaking news here. Cam Newton is active. We've known this. He's probably not going to be the main starter here, but we are good to go for today. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We are back live tomorrow, noon Eastern, breaking down everything that we just saw today. Enjoy your day. Hope you all are making some money and tailing our Titans -3 bet. Also, or -2.5, we got the better value. Also, the plane is leaving. The private jet is leaving at 2:45. So if you're cashing out with us at Vegas, be here at 2:45. Okay, folks? We are out of here.